Hi there, Zakaria here. Hope you're having a great day. Today we're going to look at the beginner's tutorial on Microsoft Excel. So I'm going to go through this tutorial and show you just some basic layouts and terminology. How to input your data, how to format your data, how to work with functions, how to work with formulas, how to work with charts, and how to do some printing at the end. So there's a lot packed in here. I'm gonna throw in some tips for you too, so that when you're done with this, that you feel comfortable, you can advance to the next levels of Excel. I'm going to open Excel from my taskbar. So we click on this Excel. I'm using Windows 10 and Microsoft 2019, but if you're using other versions, this beginner's tutorial will match quite closely to the large percentage of it. So just some first things as you open up with your Microsoft Excel, you can see that on the top left you have the home button, new button, open button, and on the right side in the middle of the window you can see the recent and the pinned uh, documents. So here you can see all the recent documents that you have opened, and there are, if you want, you can pin some of the documents so it will show in the pinned items. So also at the top you can see that there are some templates. So the first one is the blank workbook. There are some expense reports, billing statement, blood pressure tracker, and you can have more templates if you want. If you click on the more button, and you can see some other templates. So these templates are very handy when you are proficient with Excel. You can do many large things very quickly. So let's go ahead and click on the home button and then click on blank workbook. You can also click on new and you can select blank workbook. As you can see that the Excel have is opened now. So we'll know some of the basics. So let's start with something called the view. And as you can see that we can click on the zoom button and click on 200%, so it will be a lot bigger. So across the top, as you can see that these are tabs. So the tabs are file, home, insert, page layout, formulas, data, review, view, developer help. So just beneath the tabs you have something called the ribbon. So all these ribbons are divided into some groups, and as you can see that under this home tab you have ribbon, and these are divided into different groups. So we have the clipboard, font, alignment, number, styles, cells, editing. So as you can see that some of the functions are not available, and these are available when you click on the small arrow that is pointing downwards. You can see that it will show up more of that ribbon groups. So if you can click on this font and if you click on the small arrow, you can see that you have the alignment, the border, fill, protection, and more expanded features of that are not available in the ribbon itself. So these tabs and ribbon is pretty much same in other products. If you have used Microsoft Word or Microsoft PowerPoint or some of the other products, you can see that these are more or less similar. So if you have used those features, you can also use these features very easily. So to summarize, we have our tabs, and then we have our ribbon, and then there are some groups. So what we have in Microsoft Excel, we have, if I just click on the letter C, so if you click on the letter C, this is the column C, and if you click on any number, so if I click on 5, this is the row number 5. So and if you click on this place, as you can see, this is the column C and the row 5, and this is called a cell. So this is very important in Microsoft Excel. So you have the cell, and if you click on any cell, you can see that there is something called there's a box at the top right, there's a box at the top left, and this is called B7. So if you click on any cell, it will show you the reference of the cell, that is B5. If you click on here, so this is E9. So suppose, and there is another way to locate a cell. So if you press A3, it will take you to that cell. So suppose you want to go to A99. So it will take you to the cell A99. So in this way you can easily go to a cell, you can reference a cell. So now you know that the place where the columns and the rows meet is called a cell. So if I grab a bunch of cells, if I click on one cell and drag it, this is called a range of cells. So this one, the range is from B2 to D5. So in Excel, you're going to be taking the data from a cell, whether it is a cell or a range, and then you will try to apply formulas and functions in it. So inside this one range could go from, in this case, as you can see, that from the top left corner, which is C2 to F6. So now we know what is a range of cells. So let's try to enter some data. So we'll click on any cell and we just start writing. So we can type our name. So my name is Zakaria, so I'll write my name, and as you can see that this name is showing in here and also in this small box. So this box is very important. Here you can write, you can look up the value of the cell, and also you can write formulas in this cell. So if I click on another cell, and if you write something like red, so it will show you in here as well. So either way you can you can enter data by entering directly into the cell, or you can also click on the cell and write the text or data here. So there are a number of things that you can write in Excel in a certain cell. So there are some data types, so it can be text, it can be numbers. So let's say you write a number, so this is a number. You can also write with decimal, that is 100.00. You can also enter data, so that is the date. So as you can see that the formats are not always correct. So suppose if I write 10.5 100.50, it is not showing the 0. So there are some formatting that you can apply to cells. So we are not going deeper into the formatting now. So we now know how we can input data in these cells. Apart from entering the data, let's look at some one important thing, that is the uh, Excel workbook. So when you open Microsoft Excel as a new, when you click on the new workbook, so that is the new workbook, and as you can see that there is a default sheet, that is sheet 1. So in the lower left corner you can see the sheet 1. So if I click on this small plus button, so if you click on the small plus button, you can see that there's another sheet. So you can now see that we have two sheets, that is sheet 1 and sheet 2. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to get the notification for the next video.